inaudible noises.
I was thinking about using these as a stand for my microphone, just to prove that we actually do know what we're talking about.
Yeah, so tell me, in the story of English cricket, 1817 to 2019, which, if I'm correct, cricket ended in 2019.
Yeah.
Right, like that was season finale.
Yes. Yeah, it's never got better.
What year are we proverbially in for you right now?
We're quite close to 1877.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Crickonomics, was that Reagan? Was that a Ronald Reaganism, I think, crickonomics? Was that before or after trickle-down? What about trickle-down crickonomics?
Trickle-down crickonomics. That's what they think they're doing at private schools.
I actually think trickle-down crickonomics is what they call the current ICC revenue model. Oh, let's not get political.
No comment.
No comment. We're back in the same room. We talked it through. There were issues.
We're good now.
Clara apologised.
For you being ill.
No, Clara apologised for many things said and many things done. That's on the record now. But we're back. And I actually think, though, it's kind of weird because, like, I think there is an elephant in the room to address of this is the first podcast in the Jacob Bethel era.
The Jacob
Bethel era.
I wonder
Woke up
what
yesterday.
Jacob Bethel enthusiast is doing right now. Like, I wonder how their day was yesterday. Do you think they, like, ascended or something?
He got runs as well.
Yeah.
For the first time in a while.
Oh.
Hey, Jacob Bethel fan on the podcast, so it's okay for me to say that. But he had a really good series, I thought. Well, 2 series against the West Indies back in June. Then just didn't play cricket for about 2 months.
Everyone needs a break.
Yeah, everyone needs a holiday.
Yeah.
I wish I had a holiday. But now he's captain for 3 T20s against Ireland, which is cool. I'm always a fan of
these. Are you going?
I'm going to the first one.
Whoa.
So I can say, apart from when it inevitably rains because it's Ireland in September, that I was there on the first day of Jacob Bethel's England captaincy. I'm mainly excited because when I saw the headline was like much changed squad for Ireland T20s, and my immediate thought was, well, is Joss Butler going to be there or not? And he is. So the road trip's worth
happy
it.
For you. Road trip? Are you driving?
No, I'm flying.
I was going to say.
And obviously, like, sorry to the environment, but like.
To be fair, there is a sea, a big,
I'll
big
swim
body
it.
of water.
I'll just swim it.
Can you?
Can you swim the Irish Sea? Can I swim? Wait, I thought the question was, could one swim the Irish and not? Dan, can you swim?
Can you swim?
You've seen me swim. You know I can swim.
In a pool?
Yeah. It's just, the sea's just a big pool, isn't
just
it?
one big
The sea is just a
pool.
really big swimming pool.
People must swim the Irish Channel.
Yeah. The Irish Channel? I thought that's what they called Radio Island. I think, though, it's been kind of weird for us because I've noticed that a lot of other podcasts, so I kind of like, they're trying to muscle in quite hard on our like Wednesday primetime slot. So obviously, right, every Wednesday, 9 a.m. on a Wednesday, every Wednesday, you're on screen now. Why am I seeing like they're having to get Taylor Swift on the Kelsey Brothers podcast on a Wednesday just to compete now?
People are going to extreme lengths to be the best cricket podcast in the world.
It's crazy. And do you know what? They didn't even talk about cricket. Can you imagine?
Imagine if they did.
Have you ever seen the interview of Taylor Swift talking about cricket?
Yes, on the Graham Norton show, where she's like, it's really violent and there's like people, and Graham Norton's like, do you mean rugby?
Do you know, I think my favourite bit about that is, of course, who sat next to her and all of that.
Who is sat next to her and all of that?
Kevin Peterson. Oh. I think, like, obviously one of my favourite things about maybe British television ever is like the strange sofas you get on the Graham Norton show. But I think Taylor Swift, Kevin Peterson is the best it's ever going to be.
Yeah, you don't get more far apart than that.
No.
In my opinion.
Obviously you are, I think it's been said, you're not a KP though, you're a Strauss. You're a figure of...
Is that the truth? Is that the comment we had?
That is the comment we had.
Is it? I thought it was the other way around.
No. Oh, you wish. You're no maverick.
No, I'm not.
No, but it said that referred to you as captain. Pull it up. Pull up the comment. And
Pull it up.
We'll give our obligatory shout out as well, because that's where, hey, we don't just steal content most of the time. Oh,
yes. Okay. Yeah. So Alex says, hi, Alex.
Hi, Alex.
I say, hi, Alex.
Oh, sorry. I'll just hit I'm going to move this, otherwise my elbow's going to keep...
Yeah, that's fine.
Boof.
Bath.
Hi, Alex.
Hi, Alex. Just found this pod and wanted to get the dynamics straight. Any similarities in the Strauss-Peterson relationship and yours? Clara, captain, calm, collected, solid platform for an innings. Dan, sensational ball, brackets, question striking, loose cannon, undermines the dressing room, keep putting out the content. Well, Alex, we will.
We will, Alex. Let's go on to, I mean, obviously, I actually like to address the fact that obviously I actually do have superb ball striking as well as question striking. Like, I think if you were to put me as a kind of maverick 5 in any team, you would get results. But I like that analogy a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to need a little bit of it explaining to me. Because this is before my time.
So I think it's really important to note, and this obviously doesn't relate to us. Obviously. They had something of a fractured relationship. Now, Andrew Strauss I would describe as a man of order, a man of process, a man of, there is a way that we're going to do things. We're going to hold ourselves to these ways. We're going to be consistent. We're going to be reliable. We're not going to get too crazy. KP has not historically been a man who has adhered to strict team principles in terms of we're all going to do the same thing. It's important not to sound like a sympathizer too much here. I think to allow players, in this metaphor, just express themselves, go out there and play their natural game.
Yes.
Now, because of that, they often, butted heads. Big figures, of course, Strauss being captain. KP obviously did have a brief stint as England captain. I say it was very brief.
How brief's brief?
Brief. Some people may not be suited to being like the captain of a side, and that's okay. Like, it's not personal. Some of us have never captained, and it's just never...
You can tell.
It's just never happened, and that's fine. Anyway... Butted heads, part of one of the great England teams ever. They got to the world #1 ranking in the test rankings. World #1 ranks in the test rankings. They became the #1 ranked test side in the world. That's a better way of saying it. They won the Ashes down under, the elusive Ashes down under. But they didn't really love it.
Is that the last time?
Yep. Which was, it was only about 15 years ago, roughly. So who's counting? It's okay. It's going to be different this year.
Yeah.
It's going to be really different this year.
Joe Root, ton, Australia.
Yeah.
Gosh.
If he gets a surfboard off his pad first.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Just giant front pad, isn't it? It's David Warner trying to be funny, but the problem is he's not really funny. Anyway, KP, Strauss butted heads because they are very different people.
Okay.
It all culminated then, came to a head in a test series against South Africa in England. Now, obviously, Kevin Pietersen, originally a man of South Africa. So the big point that he stood by is, I have friends in the opposition, so I'm going to talk to them because they're my friends.
Yeah.
I'm nearly legitimately quoting him from the documentary in 2019. My mates.
The end
which
of
actually
English
is
cricket.
Yeah. Obviously, KP Story of a Genius, released 2019 during that summer, was actually like the last thing ever uttered in English cricket. Like, because they're my mates, Ness, and that's not even that bad a KP.
I think I'm going to look that up, but I think I believe you.
Anyway, in that series, there was Textgate, wherein it was discovered that Kevin Pietersen had been texting members of the opposition during the test, saying not particularly nice things, and there's a lot of alleged here, no one really quite, about Andrew Strauss, his teammate. Now, where it got really juicy, there was at some point a rumour that he was actually like telling them how to get Strauss out. Which is like, what I love about cricket, and this is such a funny sport, is he clearly was just like saying how much he doesn't like him and how much he just doesn't rate him as a bloke. And that was like, it's not ideal, but I love the notion that it's like, but if he's telling them how to get me out, then that's just unforgivable. That's I think the word treason was used.
Oh, like for real?
Yeah.
Oh.
What then, this was great, is obviously that blew up. Not friends. Then in 2014, in like a MCC versus Rest of the World kind of match, which they were showing on Sky, because of course they were, Andrew Strauss was on comms, and he thought his microphone had been switched off because they were in a break.
Oh no.
And he then referred to KP as a complete see you next Tuesday.
Live on broadcast.
So it had cut to a break on TV, but the feed was still running on radio, in-app.
Oh.
And it was heard.
They had apps in 2014.
Crazy.
Really?
Yeah. Hey, web and app, not just some newfangled thing.
Wow.
And shock horror, I think it's safe to say they're still not the best of friends.
Oh.
But to go back to the original point
And
about...
somebody thinks this is about us.
Yeah,
Is
you
this story about
monster. No. The point more, I think, pre-Textgate, which I just really wanted to talk about, it's one of my favourite ever cricketing stories, is I actually think in terms of when it worked, this is exactly how this podcast works. Because
Before
I've
the bad
just gone
times.
off and absolutely rambled for several minutes. But I'm also sure at the end of it, you are going to bring this round into some coherent semblance of a conversation. But I will still, go out there and play my shots.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is us before it gets bad.
Yeah, like imagine right now we're on the way to being like the world number one side.
What do you mean imagine? We are the world number one side. We're the best cricket podcast in the world.
Best in the world. You did send me something quite good. If we're talking, you did. It's
When?
good that you forgot. Probably like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, that's...
But hey,
Yeah, that's gone.
that's been like moved to recycling bin and emptied. You sent me something that I then had to look up about like a certain strange, funny account that Joe Root follows on Instagram.
Oh, yes. So we had a DM on Instagram. I'm going to have to get it up I'm not very good at quoting things unless I can read it.
And the reason why I think this is important is because we've established I like to tell you stuff about cricket. And I think this is really great because I didn't know this.
Well,
and you
I
did.
can't say that I knew
But you
either.
found out first.
But I did find out first. So we had a DM. Somebody sent us a reel by Rasta Monkey, which I believe is an AI Rasta Monkey.
Of course.
And the comment with it is thoughts on Joe Root following multiple AI Rasta Monkey pages. And I said, no, this is a question we need to answer. And then Gautam says, LMAO with multiple O's.
Lamau.
Lamau.
Me when I'm
Mao
French and
Zedong.
I'm trying to name that Chinese dictator. Lamel?
I love how we both went straight for Mao Zedong.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think I always mention Mao.
always.
Often.
Not on the pod, but now that the gates are opened, you never know.
Mm.
Love the pod all the way from Briz, Australia.
Whoa.
Whoa, I know.
Hey.
Global.
Hey, when I'm there in
Oh, yeah.
November, December time, hit me up. Hit me up.
So they say, I was the comment, you guys are gold on the Spotify. Much love. And then I said, OMG, we're so global. Love this. We mega appreciate it.
So
'Cause we do.
they're the reason we started singing Spandau Ballet. Because it was the gold comment.
You are gold.
Gold.
Always believing. So... I don't know the words actually, but...
Oh, well, there is actually became popular amongst the Arsenal fans because they replaced You Are Gold with Zinchenko, who is a Ukrainian left back that they signed in 2022.
I see.
Though unfortunately everyone kind of doesn't like him because he made a few defensive errors and also came out in support of Israel that one time.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
but my
back to the
goodness,
Spandau
did
Ballet
he
version, I reckon.
revolutionise the possession style of that team? It was a great
I don't want
first
to talk
season.
about football.
Cool.
The Premier League
neither
started
do I.
and that's enough.
215
Oh.
games live on Sky Sports.
I've just realised that I'm fully in the trees.
Steve Irwin over here.
Yeah. Steve Backshall.
Yeah, Steve Backshall, probably my favourite geography
Children's
Steve.
presenter. Oh.
Outdoors Steve.
You're putting Steve Backshall above Steve Irwin. The Australians listening to this are going to come for you in your sleep.
They just need to watch a bit of Deadly 60 and they might get it.
They
Like,
do.
hey,
Wow.
let him land.
Anyway, so
Rasta Monk.
Joe Root.
Touch my plantain one more time, I call embassy. Banana no explosive, them emotional support snack. You touch my plantain one more time, I call embassy.
Right.
Anyway, yeah. So this Rasta Monkey has 90.2k followers.
Mm.
And hang on,
I'm
just checking.
I think I'm really
Route
trying.
66 is one of them. And I can't pretend to be able to explain why. Not that it's really any of our business at all.
No.
But I think it is a curious observation.
I think it's interesting because
I think I'm scared of this little monkey.
I was going to say, like, I find AI generated animals kind of on the side of they creep me out more than anything else.
Yeah, it's like the what's it called? The Valley of something in animation.
Uncanny
Valley.
Valley.
God, we are a duo.
We're
That's
good.
teamwork.
And by that I mean,
I started it.
well, that's another KP-ism, isn't it? Fig jam.
Oh yeah. Friend of the show, Nath, actually asked if you would explain fig jam to me on the pod, and I said, well, I've been explained it off air, but
Yeah.
maybe we could do an on air
Fig
version.
jam, to probably butcher the full story,
Yeah.
nickname probably unaffectionately given to Kevin Peterson of beep, I'm good.
Yeah.
Just ask me. With the knowledge being, like, the joke being that he thought he was very, very good at things and enjoyed kind of lapping that up and relishing it. And I mean, I can't see the comparison there. If anyone can see that, feel free to help me out.
Yeah. So, sorry, he didn't start that.
No.
Someone started it about him.
Yes.
Oh, I think that's got levels.
I think that was a salacious period for gossip in that England team because there was just a lot of ill feeling.
Hoo-ha.
Yeah. But of course they were the best in the world, so like...
Can they get away with it?
Can they get away with it? Yeah, they did. Everyone remembers them fondly, apart from when it imploded.
Yeah.
I always think it's interesting though with the root thing that we're talking about here. We're always there like, wouldn't it be so interesting to get into the meticulous thoughts, process and rigor of one of the best players of all time? Like, he must be ticking over. He must always be thinking about batting. And what if like he wakes up in the morning and before he heads
Has
to
a
the
bit of a
nets,
scroll
he
on.
just looks at Rasta Monkey.
I'd love if like before they give their phones to the security box before a game, like if the last thing he watches is a bit of Rasta Monkey.
Could you imagine that? How many centuries do you think Joe Root scored, and on the same day he's watched Rasta Monkey?
I'd love to know.
Maybe the others should try it. Maybe some of the other England players should just...
Maybe Rasta Monkey's the answer.
Rasta Monkey. There's probably like some weird coded messages in there of like how to rotate strike.
Yeah, subliminal... One more time. Subliminal messaging.
Subliminal messaging.
Subliminal.
Cinnamon messaging.
I'd love a bit of cinnamon right now.
I
on
would
something,
too.
not just on its
Yeah,
own.
I agree. I
think
am
that would be
hungry.
aggressive.
I think I'm hungry.
I'm really hungry. As we established, I didn't get up very...
No.
with much time to spare between your arrival.
No, I showed up ready to rock and roll, as I always am.
I was not ready to rock.
You were not
nor
ready
roll.
to rock and roll. I have a question for you.
Me?
Yeah, because if we're in
For
the
me?
mood for just like, hey, look, as we've accused other people of like stealing our flow and kind of trying to muscle in on our, I'm going to do the inverse. I saw a really good question asked on a cricket podcast that obviously
Whoa.
we're not going to name.
Oh my God.
Because like, why would we give free promo? It was no balls.
Okay.
But I've whispered it, so it doesn't count.
Yeah.
And they asked Elise Perry, and I think it's a great question. I think I want to ask you it.
Ooh.
What is the largest animal fired out of a cannon that you think you could catch?
Oh, okay.
And it's a great question.
That is a great question. I think I'm going to ask a couple questions here.
Yeah, cool.
How far away is the cannon? And how high is this animal falling from?
So I think it has to be a high catch as opposed to a flat catch, if that makes sense. Like a top edge, you've top edged a
and I'm sort of
rodent
covering
of sorts.
ground.
I would say not too much running because it's about your catch more
About
than...
my catch.
Imagine it's coming right to you.
Right
but
to
it kind
me,
of will
but
go
high.
Up, yeah, and down.
And at what sort of velocity? Is that relative to the animal, I suppose?
Well, I mean, what is
If
the...
we're
It
keeping it
depends on
literal.
the terminal velocity of this animal, doesn't it?
Okay. That's a really good question. I'm going to have to think.
You have to think.
I'm trying to think of some animals. I think I could go bigger than a cat.
Bigger than a cat.
And you'd want it to be quite smooth. You couldn't be doing a hedgehog or something. That would hurt.
Oh.
Imagine a hedgehog to the hand at speed. No thanks. Also quite small.
Yeah.
I think I want something big-ish. How big's a pig? Too big.
Whoa.
Too big, I think. A piglet?
Piglet could be a good shout.
I think a piglet, because you want a bit of length so that you could just put your arms out.
Yeah.
Right.
It has to be I think it's going to be a two-arm undercatch.
Yeah, yeah.
I think was established as well by Ez Pez.
Okay.
I think she said a wombat.
Yeah.
Which I thought was incredibly 100 of her.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
She
she's seen
is
Carl the
in
Wombat
there.
patrolling the boundary and she just thought, yeah, I could catch him.
Yeah.
I couldn't catch Carl the Wombat. He's
Not the big one.
ginormous.
No, I think a piglet
Yeah.
or a little bear cub or
Bear
something.
cub, yeah. And you have to imagine that obviously the animal will be peaceful. Like it's not going to resist being caught.
Yeah, it's not going to attack.
No, it wants to be caught. Otherwise, it's going to go splat.
Oh.
Correct.
What would you pick?
What would I pick? What's an animal roughly the size of a tennis ball? Which I would still
Which you would
catch.
still miss.
I would still catch. It's a joke. I can catch. One day, I just want you, instead of a podcast, just throw things at me and I'll catch
Oh yeah,
them.
we need to arrange our little competition.
The duel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a duel.
Maybe if KP and Strauss had just had a duel, none of this would have ever happened.
I think that sometimes. I think, to quote Charlie XCX and Lord,
Yeah.
I think they did just need to work it out on the remix.
Yeah.
I think that a lot about like random kind of cricketing beefs. Because like, if they'd made Girl So Confusing in like 2011, I just know they would have made like, and imagine TikTok had existed back then, there'd have been like some elite like Strauss KP edits.
Yeah.
The problem with KP is they would have done that with him and about 6 other England players as well.
Oh.
There was also an account at the time on Twitter called like KP Genius, which was in classic early 10 style, like a parody account
Okay. Yeah.
of pretending to be him, but like being, you know, probably not
Unsavory.
the most flattering depiction of him in terms of being a bit of a, how does one say, egomaniac.
Oh.
The thing that was like, again, if we're alleging stuff here, there was a lot of hubbub about whether he likes to say that he thinks that like other England players might have even been involved in the creation of it.
Oh, wow. Like an Ask FM sort of situation.
But others have said that the reason why this is nonsense is that they say he found it funny.
Okay.
They say that he loved it. He loved there being this like...
There's a game of opinions,
Yeah.
of which we're not qualified to weigh in. However, in the terms of Alex's comment on our Spotify,
Yeah.
I think I can see that.
I can see that
I
too.
appreciate being called cool, calm and collected.
I thought you should like being called Captain, as we've established.
Captain. I like being called cool. That's rare. I've got a leaf in my ear.
Is that not cool?
Having a leaf in my ear?
No.
No, I would say not cool.
Not cool. Do you know what is cool?
Go on.
I really enjoyed last weekend Mr. Jofra Archer fielding in a bucket hat.
Yeah, that was cool.
So good.
That was cool.
I don't like as much that the bucket hats this year have chin straps.
But that's practical though.
But that does now mean they might actually be usable in
Yeah.
a sporting context as opposed to just like
fashion.
getting on the pints.
Walk, fashion, baby.
Walk it, move that. Crazy. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think a chin strap is practical.
What was your go-to field?
Field?
Yeah.
Cap?
Cap.
Yeah. I like the concept.
Did you
of
go
a floppy.
ponytail through the back of the cap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like attached. Yeah.
I've enjoyed it. You know, and sometimes you'll see people will have the little top bit cut out.
Yeah, when they do the
high pony
ponytail.
comes to it.
I don't know how I feel about the high ponytail hole in the cap, because that's if you then have to commit to a high pony in that cap every single time.
I suppose also, unless I'm being stupid here, and I might be.
Potential.
It's almost easier if you're not going to bowl as well, because taking that off and putting it back through would be a nightmare.
So what I
you're going
used
to miss
to
the
do-
cut-off time. You're going to miss the team are going to miss the cut-off time because you can't get your hat back on.
Yeah.
Meep. Don't move. I'm just going to like shrink away.
Well, now this bit of the fireplace is right down my
I
spine.
have to extend my legs out in front of me
Whoa.
briefly because I think I'm losing circulation.
Oh. What
That's
I used to do
casual.
was have my hair in a plait, but with a bobble at my head.
Bobble.
So double bobble plait.
Bobble.
Bobble, bobble, bobble.
You're a
bobble.
minion all of a sudden.
Bobble.
Bobble. They actually say bapple, not bobble.
Oh my god, we're not going back into the Minionese.
Back into it. I feel like you may owe our audience some context. Because Minions had previously, there have been giant Minions at the 100 in previous years.
Yeah, we were talking about giant mascots and minions, weren't we? And then we got into how big is a minion actually, and it was quite tall.
Well, there's a lot of nonsense on the internet where people have worked out in relative terms to other objects that grew as 14 feet. So they now say the Minions are like 6 feet tall. But obviously that's just not
I
like...
don't know that's not true because they come around his ankles.
But he's like 14 feet.
Yeah, but still an ankle.
Exactly. There's a lot of bad...
Divide it by three.
There's a lot of bad faith here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bad... Anyway.
And then you started speaking like minion, and we were like, haha, I wonder if there's a language for the minions. And then there actually was, and it's called Minionese.
And I knew that.
And you knew that, which I think is worrying.
Yeah, Minionese is that it exists and it's like it's just a composite of several different languages,
Okay.
none of which are really relevant to how you configured your hair when you played cricket.
No, but when I did play cricket,
Continue.
I would wear my hair in a plait coming out of sort of the middle of the back of my head,
Yeah.
obviously, rather than the side.
Yeah.
Remember when side plaits were a thing?
Hey, girl. No.
No, fine. People would have their bobbles like side ponies. They would have their
Oh.
ponytail like here. Ow.
Yeah. No,
So it'd be like,
I can see that.
I obviously
For
never did
you.
that. I wasn't cool enough.
Okay.
I was low pony.
Low pony.
To the max. Low pony and a headband.
Low pony and a headband.
Low pony and a
Low
headband.
pony and a headband. Low pony and a headband. That's for the internet.
And all the cool girls used to wear with this.
No, keep
We've
going.
gone back into childhood now, but all the cool girls used to wear high ponytails, and I could never work out how to do it.
Yeah. Well,
Which
you
is
don't you just pull it
embarrassing.
higher up?
Yeah, but it just looked wrong on me because I had my little librarian glasses. So it just didn't work.
Little
And then
wheel
there was a phase in
goggles?
year 7 where all of these girls would wear their hair in the shape of a croissant on the top of their head.
How does that work?
Look, if I could... So they would... This is engineering. They would gather it all like onto the top.
Yeah.
Right. So it would be like
Croissant.
like a... What are they called?
What are they? You're just making shapes.
Anyway, so
An
their hair would be like
antelope,
that.
a
Short.
deer.
No. Like a doll, a sort of doll.
Pigtails.
Anyway, whatever. They would have their hair like this, and then they would like bun it up so it would like fan.
Yeah.
So the lengths of the hair would create the shape of the croissant,
Croissant.
and then it would all be like tied together. I wouldn't be able to recreate it, but yeah, a group of girls at school had croissant hair.
Croissant hair.
Yeah,
I think.
and that was a signifier of being cool
Mm,
to me, anyway.
it's okay. You've moved on.
I've moved on.
When are we going to get croissant hair on the podcast?
I'll try it one
First
time.
live show.
Yeah.
We're going to get croissant hair.
I've got to look good at Wembley. Sorry.
Yeah. Stadium.
We've We've given quite a few people front row seats already.
Needs to be a pretty big front row.
Yeah, well, I mean, it will be at Wembley. Right,
Yeah.
how many's in the front
No,
row
we'll
at
shoot
Wembley?
golden circle. It'll be standing. Obviously, we'll get a standing section for atmosphere.
Yeah, camp overnight. Festival
Yes.
at Wembley.
James Cole's summer.
James Cole's summer.
I just wanted to say that on the pod, really.
Yeah, that was a... I've got nothing.
No.
Start again.
If we're also going to say, I was talking about James Cole's summer. But I don't think it is a James Cole summer, because I think now we're at a weird point where now T Swizzy has announced that she's dropping an album.
Which I was so excited
I now
about, by
feel
the
like
way.
it's a her. Mainly because the podcast, not the podcast, we're the only podcast, the playlist that she dropped
Oh,
of just pure pop Max Martin songs on the day of the announcement.
okay.
And the belief that this is just going to be 12 songs of exuberant, proper pop music.
Have you seen the theory that it's like based on Art Pop by Lady Gaga?
Yeah.
Because they are released on the same day, 12 years apart.
Whoa. I didn't know that,
Whoa.
actually. Crazy.
I've had a little look. I don't like how she posted the announcement in 1x1. If she knew anything about social media, it would be a 4x5 or a 3x4.
Yeah, Taylor, if you're
Carousel.
hiring, like, we can help.
Contact us at onscreennow
Yeah.
pod
Taylor
at
Swift,
gmail.com.
if you're listening to this,
You never know. She gets in weird places.
yeah,
What was I Googling?
Kansas City. Which
We're not
isn't in
Kansas
Kansas.
anymore.
It's not in Kansas City's not in Kansas.
It's on the... It's in
Missouri.
Missouri.
Just had to get that out there.
Anyway, so the track list, if we are doing this,
I think track 12 is the feature is
I didn't clock that until...
Liquid. You're on the screen now.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I think cancelled could be cringe.
I think anyone who talks about cancellation in any context, whether it's in on the joke or not in on the joke,
Yeah.
is a no for me.
So, sorry,
We've
Taylor, I'm
not
not
yet been
sure about that.
cancelled.
you never know.
Yet.
October 3rd. Wow.
Mm.
Wow.
Featuring Sabrina Carpenter.
Featuring
track
Sabrina
12.
Carpenter. I'm so excited. I hope Father Figure is just a remix of the George Michael one.
Yeah, but that is also,
I'll be a father
I think
figure.
respectfully, please let's not sully the fantastic work of the great man.
Fine. James Coles.
James Coles. How have we gone from James Coles summer to Taylor Swift summer to George Michael back to James Coles?
Everything is a circle.
It is a circle, apart from the oval, which is an oval. Maybe. Pitch
Allegedly.
dimensions are wonky though. Like Lords is a rectangle. And everyone talks about
that a rectangle.
everyone talks about it being a slope, but that is functionally a rectangle.
Well, it depends how they've got the ropes. That time we went for the champ, it had 9 sides. It was a nonagon. Nonagon.
We're on the same page. I would say in terms of
when I
fear.
lose my Italian grandmother.
Nonagon. Oh no.
Nonagon.
Mamma mia.
If I can give a shout out to a restaurant on the high road in Chelsea,
Yeah.
La Mia Mama, Italian restaurant. All the food's made by nonnas,
Nonna.
and it's so good. I've been 3 times.
Really? What'd you get?
The pistachio pasta.
Mm-hmm. That's nuts.
I hate that. Pistachio pasta. One time we had this massive thing of pork, like a leg or something.
Was it a pig?
Yeah. Piglet. That's why I chose to catch a piglet, so I could have my. No.
Nonagon.
And I've had loads of different things there, but the standout for me is the pistachio pasta.
Nice. I don't think I've ever thought of pistachio pasta.
It's so good. We'll have to go.
Is it pistachio? Because it's like Dubai chocolate. Did you have Dubai chocolate pasta?
No, I had authentic Italian food.
If we're talking about, if I've got my Dubai chocolate mentioning, can I just say for the pod and for the record, Marnus Labubu Shane. Marnus Labubu Shane. Marnus if he was a big deal in 2025. Marnus Labubu Shane.
What is a labubu?
A demonic little toy thing.
And why do people have them?
24 karat golden labubu. I don't know. I just keep seeing it being said. I know it's off the internet, and I think they became one of those weird things that, like, they are hideous, they are unsightly, and yet people still kind of want.
And I don't understand why, because I see loads of people with these little furry things hanging off their bag.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I don't know if that's real or fake, but what I do know is that you're a freak.
Because that's also the thing, right? Is I think there was a scarcity issue at one point, right? It was
That's
getting
how they
tricky
get
to get a
you.
labubu. So now when I see labubus,
I like this
Marnus,
sort of
labubu.
labubu.
Labubu, my favourite basketball player ever, Labubu James. Ow, are you a bit sore?
Yeah, my spine's right against the fireplace.
You ever thought about just toughening up?
Are you tough enough? No. No. I'm a weak little thing.
But I just think we're not going to make your on-screen now Labubus.
No, but how good would a neon green labubu be?
How good would it be?
No, we can create scarcity on our own products.
Yeah, so for example, currently products are scarce because they don't exist.
But when they do, they'll be a little bit less scarce, but even more scarce for the people because then they will
If
exist.
you would like a you're on screen now tote bag
Or sticker.
or sticker,
Or mug.
but if you have a sticker, I want you to do what like football away day hooligans do and just like put them on
Everywhere.
like flat surfaces.
Yeah.
I want to like go to somewhere around Milton Keynes. I don't want to go to Milton Keynes. God.
Why did you
God
pick that?
forbid. And find a roundabout and someone's just whacked a you're on screen now sticker on the roundabout.
How are you getting to the middle of a roundabout in Milton Keynes? They're lethal. there.
Bravery,
Yeah.
adventure. That's what the
Stupidity.
people who listen to this podcast embody. The fighting, the indomitable will of the human spirit.
Maybe our listeners are in 2 camps. Maybe they're in the Strauss camp or the Peterson camp.
Yeah, I think, do you know the worst bit?
Self-identify.
Someone at like a social sport thing once compared my style of leadership to the KP captaincy of, and why aren't of me, when you've seen me when I play any game and I get pretty like,
Yeah.
and my joke is very much just like, just be better. Just why don't you just like,
Yeah,
so,
you got a bit mouthy at volleyball and then came out with burnt feet. So maybe remember that.
but I did win the psychological battle. And we also did actually win the points.
Oh, we were not counting.
I was counting.
Yeah, that tracks.
And sorry if I care about winning.
Beach volleyball
But I'm just like, yeah, obviously.
on a holiday.
Yeah. Yes. Obviously, yeah, but look, Strauss, KP, which one are you?
Let us know.
That's actually a good question. Are you a Strauss or are you a KP? And we're like removing, this is brackets.
This is
brackets in the playing years.
We are off to the Oval today. I think I'm really excited. I get to see my beloved Welsh Fire play in real life.
I'm always excited when I get to go to the Oval.
Yeah.
Which is full stop.
I hope they've got some good tea on today.
Yeah, no. Food. I say vibes. It was raining when I came over here.
Oh.
But like,
what?
Just
it's supposed to be sunny
little
later.
drizzle. It is
The
supposed
map
to be
says.
sunny.
The map? Yeah.
Sunny.
Yesterday was in.
Show me the weather. Show me the weather.
It's supposed to be sunny.
Oh, nice.
25 degrees and sun. There was a moment where there was rain forecast for next week, and I thought, oh no, not the 100. But it's supposed to be dry now.
Really?
So we're okay.
Oh.
Do you think you can change the weather? Like if you thought about it hard enough. This is based on the fact that Grace Beverley, who...
Your idol.
I'm sure. But
Love.
also just not sure that anyone listening to this is going to be aware of Grace Beverley, but that's fine. Anyway.
Well, it's educational. If you can learn about cricket, they can learn about Grace Beverley.
Exactly. She's getting
Correct.
married
Yes.
next weekend in the south of France. And she said it's
The weather.
forecast to rain the whole time. And she did a list of things that she would rather happen to her than like have it rain on her wedding day. And I just think some of them were really funny. Like one of them was she would accept for like 2 or 3 years, every single time she put a white t-shirt on, there was like a little stain on it, like not enough that you couldn't wear it outside, but enough that people would notice.
Yeah.
She said she would accept that for 2 to 3 years if it meant not raining on her wedding day. She said as well that like, that was my favourite one, but there were other ones like something a little bit being wrong with your makeup, or like,
yeah.
do you know what I
or
mean?
like having like something in your
things.
teeth, for example. Yeah.
So like, what would you do? What would you accept in your life for it to never rain at the Kia Oval ever again?
That's a banger of a question.
Am I getting a handshake?
You're getting a
My God, a
handshake.
poor Hollywood handshake.
That is such a good question. Finally, you've contributed.
It's taken
11 episodes?
11?
Oh, blimey. It's 11 episodes in here.
Whoa.
Right. But what if... Sometimes I do want it to rain. You know, when England are in a hole, and I'm like,
Yeah.
hey. So, for me to always have the weather I want at the Kia Oval.
What would you accept in your life? What hardship
I-
for the weather to always be exactly how you want
Drop
it at
every
the
catch.
Kia Oval?
I would do that. Don't say it.
But when is that relevant in your life other than when you're on a holiday with us?
Because it's
embarrassing.
It's
Oh, do you
embarrassing.
feel
It's
embarrassed?
embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I've been practicing my catches every day. I've been practicing my catches every day in my womb.
I think I hated that so much.
I'm practicing every day in my
No,
womb.
please. It's so uncomfortable. No, Dan, stop.
WinWiz.
Oh yeah, we need to tell everyone about that. What was that? We were working. We were talking about cricket.
Clara called WinWiz.
And I didn't notice. I believe the whole sentence was, I don't understand WinWiz at all.
And I'm just imagining like the little like 2 pointed fingers together.
WinWiz.
Like, WinWiz.
WinWiz.
I don't understand WinWiz
WinWiz.
at all. I'm so little. I'm so
widow and silly. I don't understand WinWiz. Somebody explain WinWiz to me. that's gross. I hate that actually.
What
What would you give or take?
What are things that you think I currently enjoy that could be up for being taken away from me? Because it was established the other day that I am, I think, joyful in general.
You are. What if like every time you spoke, you had a voice crack?
No.
Is that
I
a step
speak
too
too
far?
much.
Yeah.
Could you imagine how hard that would be?
I don't mean every word, but like every new phrase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could you
Step too far.
imagine?
So you draw the line at voice crack.
And think about that if that was every single sentence.
I'd have to find a new co-host.
Yeah.
You'd be fired.
I don't think I'd make it on
that's
the
backfired
internet.
on me. I don't want you
No,
to have
because
that.
we could just post the clips on Instagram Reels and we get insane engagement of
Yeah.
people being like,
What the hell?
What's wrong with him? What's wrong with it?
So many things.
And where do we begin? We'll just do an episode one week, which is just like everything that's wrong with me
Yeah.
on any level, really.
Any level, and then we can do me the next time.
Oh,
and then maybe we can have
always-
people submit their wrongness, and we can analyze it.
I'd stub my toe every day.
Oh, every day.
So I've stubbed my toe twice in the last 5 days.
Whoa,
Different feet each time, which is really rough.
it's better than same foot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
But
If
that'd
you're
be
getting
brackets without breaking, because like that's
Yeah.
I'm not going to break a toe for the Kia Oval,
Wow.
and that's
Some
on
people
tape.
really lack commitment.
But I would stub my toe to a point of moderate pain,
Different toes every day,
and
or the same
I'd
toe
never known it was coming. Is the key point
Okay,
as well.
yeah.
I'd taken an unexpected toe stub.
every day.
I thumped my heel on something the other day as
Oh,
well.
That's sore.
Yeah, so I always
You and
find
feet. You're not going well.
no. You've got your feet out on the podcast.
I have got my toes out.
Clara's got her feet out on the podcast.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I don't think people. I'm not going to clip it. People have got to pay.
Tomato Mills.
That's, you know, that's not the kind of OnlyFans he does.
No, I think he's one of my favourite interviews to talk about cricket in the entire world of
I
cricket.
love his TikTok.
Yes.
It's so wholesome
good.
and so interesting.
Yeah.
Actually, the ones where he talks about all of his shirts. Also, they must have some serious storage solutions in their house, because
Right.
that man's got a lot of fabric.
I think that hearing like cricketers enthusiastically talk about technical things in cricket is often rare,
I like
but
when people
so
love it.
good.
You know,
So good.
just love what you do.
'Cause it's
Don't
hard.
pretend you're
Yeah, I
anything
don't-
other than a professional cricketer.
The worst answer anyone, and is often given at any sport interview, is when they kind of say, I don't really think about it.
Yeah.
Because you do. You do.
You must
Even
do.
if it's second nature, at some point in your life, across your entire life, you've dedicated so much thought towards your craft. And I like that. I think that's cool. I want to hear it.
I do want to know. I want to know the inner workings.
Well, it's like Sam Curran was getting super nerdy about his like 47 mile an hour slower ball in like several different interviews, and I think that's super cool because
Yeah.
I want to see that
Well, if
you're
you're
excited.
working on a skill and you're practicing it and you use it and it works,
proud.
Yeah, just take some pride in your activities.
You have another question for me? I
Who's
mean,
your-
you're yawning right now,
Oh,
so
yeah, sorry.
I bored you.
I think you know me well enough now that I just perpetually
You're
yawn.
just so eepy. You're just so eepy. Eepy little thing.
And for the people at home, I look disgusted right now.
Disgusted.
One of our friends of the show compared us to Inside Out emotions the other day, and you got joy and I got disgust. So
And if that doesn't sum this podcast up,
I don't know what does.
you did say though, because off the back of that, you had a question for me about like, obviously, full of joy,
Yeah.
about enemies.
Do you have enemies, or are you too joyful?
So I probably do, but I may not be
Whoa.
aware of them. I think we all have enemies, but we don't know who our enemies are.
But do you have a named enemy? Don't name them for legal
No,
reasons.
no,
but
I
do
don't.
You don't have one?
No.
Okay.
I don't have an. Can I
But
get?
do you have a nemesis?
That's what I was about to ask, guys. Can I get a nemesis, please? Like, I don't know who's writing all of this. I don't know who's kind of pulling the strings. Whether it's
God or other?
God or other, or like I don't know Jay Shah at the ICC. But can I get a nemesis? Like, I need a bizarro version of me, because that's how nemesis
Nemesis.
always
please.
work, right? It's kind of a similar character, but there's certain points are flipped to make them mirror images of each other.
So some people are trying to nemesis us up with Cricket District.
Are they?
Well, when I put a TikTok out about being the best podcast in the world, we had someone comment at Cricket District, "What do you think?" And they put, "We love these guys," because that's true.
I
And we
love those
them.
guys.
Exactly. That's
Stop pitting.
harmonious.
Hey, stop pitting people against each other.
You're pointing at the camera.
in the
Whoa.
cricket space, because it's not that.
It's a
big.
happy.
It's a pretty happy
happy
space, I'd say.
community.
Like, people are nice.
And then on Instagram we had a comment like, "What about love of cricket?"
I just don't think we're moving in the same circles, if I may. I don't think that hearing like Joss Butler talk about playing at the IPL is a similar
You're not
or
gonna get that
comparable.
here.
You're not going to get that here. Fun fact: neither of us have played in the IPL.
No.
Just enjoy them, man. Just
Yeah.
enjoy them.
Why can't you have 3 separate nice things?
Yes.
Why do you have to have one?
And, you know.
Ours is the best.
Yeah, obviously.
But
Our official name is the Best Brackets Cricket Podcast in the world.
Yeah.
That's our name. But like, no, I don't have an enemy.
okay.
Maybe I do. Maybe someone's going to pile in the comments and be like,
Reveal yourself.
you are my enemy, which is okay. Like, and
How many enemies would you accept before you started to get worried that you'd done something really wrong?
Well, here's the thing, right? Batman's got a lot of enemies, but he's
Got
objectively
a lot
like
of enemies.
Drizzy Joe. I got enemies, got a lot of enemies, got a lot of people trying to drain me of this energy, my energy.
I think that's really off-brand for us to know that.
Yeah. Hey, no, I could like keep
Drizzle.
Drizzy Drake. But Batman's got
Me
a lot
as
of
a
enemies,
medieval
and
farmer.
Batman is objectively a good dude.
Okay.
So you can actually have quite a lot of enemies and still probably be in the right. To compare myself to Batman.
And which Marvel character would you be? Bearing in mind, I don't know.
I was going to say, do you
Any
know
of them.
any Marvel
Yes, I
character?
can name them. You'll be so proud of me. Guess what I did yesterday?
Have you watched a superhero film?
No, when we were doing the Joe quiz, and there was a question about the Premier League football clubs, London-based
London.
Premier League clubs.
You got them?
I got 6. I forgot Crystal Palace. Sorry.
It's South London, so it doesn't exist. Sorry, that's a joke.
Whoa.
That's actually a joke. I don't mean that. My mum is from South London. Sorry, Lorraine. Sorry, mum.
Lorraine with 1 R.
I think my mum's just
Hi,
got the
Lorraine.
first ever podcast apology. Sorry, mum. But she also, like, for football reasons, as an Arsenal fan, doesn't like Crystal Palace. So she actually appreciates
Okay.
me saying that Crystal Palace don't exist.
Well, I forgot
She
them.
wouldn't appreciate South London erasure. So let's keep
Let's-
it on the... But hi, Lorraine.
Keep your mother on side.
Hi, mum. Hi, mum.
Feels like a school play.
But I could just name a load of heroes and you would have no idea what I was talking about.
Well, I know who they are, I just don't know what they do.
Yeah, exactly.
And actually saying that, I don't think I could distinguish between the DC... Wait, is that the same?
Different ones, yeah, DC
They're
and Marvel.
DC and
Yeah.
Marvel. I couldn't tell you which one's which.
If I gave you random ones, do you think you could guess?
Yeah, this is very like a game that I ended up playing yesterday where someone mentioned Jabba the Hutt.
Star
and
Wars.
I was like, I've never...
Who is it? Oh, the worm.
The worm.
Yeah.
The worm. And I said, oh, that's from Star... And I landed on track and
You
I was
actually became
wrong.
Northern Irish. Star Wars.
And I was wrong. I've never seen a sci-fi film, I don't think.
I think you'd enjoy.
Really?
I think you may like to pretend you don't, got enough basic joy within you and whimsy that you would actually like these things.
True, but I don't like... I don't like weird little things like Jabba the Hutt.
There are plenty of, fun adventures without weird little things like Jabba the Hutt. And he's quite a weird big thing.
Yeah, I don't like that.
So,
little thing
which
at all.
one is Superman?
Marvel.
Wrong.
Oh, bad start.
Batman?
Marvel.
Wrong. I think the game's over. I think the points improved. Like,
I'm not from 2.
no. You'll get there, though.
I'll walk off, bat under my arm, head hanging sorrily.
Yeah, you've...
And then I'll go into the changing room and throw my bat and smash it up.
Right, so I just can't deal with stuff like that. I
No,
never
I think
could.
it's so embarrassing.
Because I look back and I'm like, first of all, it's embarrassing. But I think it's actually even funnier when you realise it's like a 14-year-old doing it. And it's
Yeah.
like, what on earth are you doing? People who'd like punch a wall.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I used to get angry when I got out, but I would never take that out on anything. I would just go for a sad, sorry lap.
Well, I think my view was, what's the point in getting angry? Because it's not my fault. Nothing's ever been my
Sometimes
fault.
people are just better than me.
No, as in like, it just wasn't my, I just got a bit unlucky today. Every day, every
No,
week.
one time I did get stamped out because I just forgot and picked my back foot up.
Brain
and
fade.
That was...
I didn't know I had a podcast with Johnny Bairstow. Yeah, I think that's, to kind of go back to a recurring topic, we'll have cricketing icks. I
Yeah.
think the knowledge people who actually are losing their noggin on the weekly.
Yeah. Invest in some self-care routines. I
Buddy,
think.
you're playing in the Bedfordshire 5th Division.
Yeah.
Stop throwing your bat.
Yeah. Bat stays grounded.
The bat stays grounded.
Like you should, instead of throwing your
Yeah.
things around.
Stop throwing your bat.
And if you have any other cricket icks or cricket therapy questions, please send them to us
send them
at
in.
onscreenNowPod@gmail.com.
Opinions, advice.
I'd like to start a little therapy segment at the end.
I'd like to start a therapy segment at the end. Not our therapy.
No, your therapy.
This isn't BetterHelp.
This is
because
not
it's
BetterHelp.
actually even better help.
It's actually the best help in the world.
Your cricketing problems,
Why
all
didn't
your
you
life
laugh?
problems, basically any problems you have. I did laugh. I thought it was funny. I thought it's okay.
Thanks, Dan.
No problem. See, therapy. Any
That's
gripes you have,
reconciliation.
just send them in. We are all ears. Though actually, I don't have especially large ears.
My ears stick out a bit,
Yeah, they do.
but my sister's, if I can rat her out on the podcast.
Yeah.
So both of my ears stick out to even degree.
Yeah.
But my sister
Has one.
has one sticking out. So there's things to be grateful for.
I just think if we can't end it on a note of gratitude, what can we end it on?
Exactly. Namaste.
Peace.